Self-discipline is the highest form of self-love. Let me repeat that again. Self-discipline is the highest form of self-love. I know that we live in a world where it is not normalized, or you are viewed as some sort of freak because you are disciplined. You are able to do things despite how you feel because you know that's where you want your life to go to. But I'm here to tell you that your perception of what discipline is honestly stopping you from reaching your highest potential. Because the more that I see in my own life when I am disciplined and I'm doing things despite how I feel about it, it makes it a lot easier to do it on the days where I don't feel like doing it. Just putting things into perspective. Something that I've been struggling with, well, not really struggling with, but has been a challenge for me, is creating content every single day. Now, not necessarily posting every day. Once I create it, I can let it go. But creating content every single day for my music, it has been difficult because I'm now switching up my content to where I am just posting the music. And it's nerve-wracking because I feel vulnerable because it's just my music. There's no antics, there's nothing to mask it. It's just my songs, and if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. But in this week where I have just been creating and posting, each day it just gets easier and easier to make content. So much so to the point today, I was out and I'm not even thinking about places where I can shoot. It's just there's so many more places because there's certain times where I want the scenery behind me to be perfect. I want the lighting to be perfect or whatever. But honestly, today, I just said, you know what? I went right across the street from my apartment building, and then I went right around the corner. Usually it would take me 30 minutes driving around trying to find a dope spot because I don't want to be seen or whatever. I don't want to look weird, but bro, it doesn't even matter. Just bringing it back to the point of self-discipline, man, I'm seeing how when I start to show up for myself, it's very easy for me to do it again the next day and the next day and the next day. And then also it spreads into other areas of my life. It would spread into all areas of your life as well. If you started to look at self-discipline as a way that you love yourself, think of self-discipline as there was a saying that I heard yesterday that I thought was really good. I think Neville Goddard talked about it, where he was saying that you taking inspired action towards your desired reality is you creating a future memory. It's creating a memory from the future version of yourself or something like that. Essentially, every act that you take where you are doing things despite how you feel because you know that it will ultimately lead you to where you want to be, whether that be in your career, whether that be with your health, your fitness, relationship-wise, you're just gonna set yourself up for success, and it makes it a lot easier for you to show for yourself in other areas of your life. Not only that, it's very easy for you to weed out people who is not meant to be in your life. Prime example, I am someone who is very disciplined when it comes to the gym. I haven't been disciplined with my eating habits. I just started that a couple days, literally 2 days ago. I got my Fitness Pal and I'm talking to ChatGPT every day, asking them, hey, what is the healthiest thing I could eat? And it has been doing wonders. If you all haven't done that, check that out. I think that is dope. But very disciplined when it comes to the gym. And now I don't even waste time talking to any girl that doesn't even go to the gym. Now, some people might think that that's shallow. Well, I have friends who don't go to the gym, but they're back home in Maryland. But at least here in LA, I don't like to associate myself with people who don't go to the gym. Mainly because I think that when I look at it, there's a certain type of person there's a certain characteristic to someone who goes to the gym and works out. And I'm talking weight training. Going to the gym and playing basketball, that could be here or there, but I'm talking putting yourself through resistance training. I think that that's something that not many people have the discipline to do, but when they do it, man, these are the most vibrant, happy, optimistic, and trustworthy people you could ever meet, because that's essentially what goes into building your dream body. Not only that, I know that this person has a lot of, more times than not, they have a lot of love to give because they're constantly going into the gym and they're doing things to enhance their body, enhance their mind, feed their soul by working out. And the more that I see how I don't even question whether or not I'm going to the gym. It's just a part of who I am. Because I know that I always feel better when I go to the gym. And I'm using the gym because I think that that's the universal example. No matter what career or where your life is or whatever, we all need to work out. We all need to go to the gym. We all need to move our bodies. So when I'm talking about the gym, I'm using it as a point of reference because I think that that is the best way I could describe self-love and self-discipline going hand in hand. It's the realest form. Being able to do things despite how you feel is such a powerful trait. Such a powerful trait, because there's not too many people in the world who base their actions on what they know is good for them. Let me repeat that again. There's not too many people in the world who base their actions on what they know is good for them. I used to be that person too, where I used to do things because of how I felt or how I think it would make me feel. And more times than not, I would fall short because I was doing things despite the reality of, you probably shouldn't be doing this. Prime example, me, who was it? Thanksgiving, or a couple days after Thanksgiving, I was eating once a day because I was eating a big ass meal. But I was only eating once a day, and then before I went out, it was Saturday. Before I went out, I had a big ass plate of food. As I was making it, I knew I shouldn't have been eating that. But it was ribs, mac and cheese, chicken, brisket, cornbread, fries. It was lovely. But just looking back on it, I'm just thinking, why would I put my body through that? Sure, it tasted good in the moment, but afterwards I felt like shit. And just seeing the difference from Saturday to now, I was in the club thinking, man, I don't want to be fat anymore. I don't want to have a gut. And I'm not even crazy fat, but I don't want to have a gut anymore. So I had to ask myself, okay, what is the reason that you don't have a six-pack or you don't have a flat stomach or the physique that you desire? It's because my eating habits is poor. I'm not being disciplined with my eating habits. Am I undeserving of a healthy body? Fuck no. But my actions were saying otherwise up until that point. So I think it was Sunday. I just decided, man, if I'm gonna do it, I gotta do it. So downloaded the app. I'm hitting ChatGPT every time before I make a meal because ChatGPT really is the GOAT. And the way my body feels is so good. So good. And honestly, I think that was the thing that was ringing true throughout the past couple of days. Just seeing how being disciplined in my life has allowed me to relax. It allowed me to trust myself more because I know that I can show up for myself. I know that I'm going to show up for myself every single day. Even when I wanted to make this video, there was a part of me that was thinking, you could just post it tomorrow. You never do it tomorrow. That is the biggest lie ever told to yourself, and you know it. Anytime you put something off to tomorrow, do you ever really do it the next day? Sometimes, sure, but more times than not, you don't. You put it off to tomorrow, and then it becomes next week, next month, and then you're just not doing it. When you have the discipline to just decide, you know what, I said I'm gonna do this thing, and you do it, now you build that trust within yourself because you just look at every area of your life and you're asking yourself, okay, where am I not disciplined? Where am I not giving myself that love that I know that I deserve? Is it going to the gym? Is it going out to meet a potential partner? Is it my career that I said time and time again that I want to flourish and prosper in, but I'm not doing the daily activities to let God know that I want this or I deserve this? Let this video be a sign to you to audit your life and see where is it that you're lacking discipline. Because I promise you that the more that you start to become disciplined in those areas, the more love you'll feel within yourself. You'll start to trust yourself more. And in turns, you'll only start to attract people who show up for you like you do for yourself. My standards have changed dramatically because now I don't expect anything out of anyone that I don't expect out of myself, or I don't demand anything out of anyone that I don't demand out of myself. So if I feel as though that you are not meeting the standard, it's only because that I already give myself that. And if you're not giving me that, then you have no room in my life. Whether that be peace, love, positivity, trust. These are all things that I give myself through me showing up for myself constantly. So now when someone comes in, they have to meet a certain criteria. And it's not in a braggadocious way in the slightest. It's in the way that I know myself, I know my worth, I know the work that I put in to get to where I am. So it's only right that the people around me are held to that same standard, because that's real love, in my opinion. So, yeah, we're at 11:40. Closing remarks. If you made this far in the video, I want you to understand that self-discipline does not make you weird. It doesn't make you, it may make you an outlier, but do you want to be, did you ever really work hard to stay the same? Did you ever really work hard to be like everybody else? Probably not, because I don't think this would have landed on your feed if you did. So I want you to understand that. Start to look at areas of your life where you're missing or lacking discipline and start to attack it aggressively. And slowly but surely your life will start to transform for the better, and you'll be a lot happier. Okay? If you made this far in the video, I want to say thank you all so much. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell. My name is Trent Bishop. I'm going to see you on the next one. Peace.